Lovely day here in Elk County, PA. Little town called Kersey. Yeah, this is, up there is a bowling alley over there. Very cute little town. Figure I'll do a little walkthrough just to have it on my video diary. Cute little corner market here. Corner market and deli. Only thing I'm not fond of is this road tends to be a little busy. This is about, I don't know, 5 miles from St. Mary's. That's kind of an oldie but goodie. Ready to fall apart though. A little relic of the way things used to be. Sure is. Okay. Yeah. There's not any real overviews, unfortunately, because the landscape around here is just, I don't know, it's breathtaking, it's novel, it's like something out of a movie or like something that you could imagine while reading like an Amish novel or something. There is a lot of people that are a little well-to-do that ended up buying some new homes. There's a lot of new homes going up in the area. So the more low-income people are becoming a thing of the past. At least in the outskirts of this little area. Now, if you get away from here and you go down the road a little bit, you get to a place called like Coal Hollow, and that's really way out. A lot more mellow and laid back. More lower income too. I like Coal Hollow better, but this is kind of nice. The area is really nice. It's just breathtaking when you're driving through the back roads. Don't have a ton to say. It's just for my video diary. My PA Western Pennsylvania Wanderings 2025 video diary. Something to leave up on my channel. So unfortunately, I'm kind of in an area that just has no overlooks or overviews or anything. So it's just kind of flat. Can't really see much. Even though it's the town of Kersey, they also call it Fox Township. I'm not sure why. We got some nice parks here. That's a nice park. And I know they got a nice one across the street this way, which we're just about ready to, that's ready to come into view. It's got skateboard parks, half pikes and stuff. I think that's what they're called. I sure would love to visit this place, you know, going back in a time machine and visit it about 20 years ago or 30 or 40 years ago. This must have been real quiet and laid back. It's the worst time of traffic, 3 o'clock traffic, between 3 and 5 or 3 and 4. Yeah, I've been feeling kind of tired. I've done some really great working out and I haven't fully recovered. I've been tired for the last few days. I tried to work out today and I couldn't get the motor to turn over. Nothing, there was no fuel in the tank for it. But other than that, I've been doing good until like a few days ago when I kind of crashed out a bit. I made some really fantastic gains and they kind of cost me a little bit physically. Some kind of a elementary school up there. Kids are getting out of school and stuff. It'd be nice to come here on a weekend, walk around. The drive here was really breathtaking. This walk can't compare to the beautiful drive. Oh, now we're at least getting something. If you look in the distance, we're seeing like a cemetery up there. It's kind of cool. Hey, Chris. Nice to see you. Fox Township Community Building. Fox Township Senior Center. Live music. I'm hoping there might be a little bit of an overlook so I can show off how pretty the landscape is around here. But I'm just kind of trapped up on this flat street, you know, it doesn't really show anything. Oh, okay. can't quite read your, I'll read it in a minute. I gotta wait till it gets a little bit shadowed. The sun is kind of blinding my ability to read. Not much to say. Not much for Catholic churches, but I think they kind of look cool. I mean, really cool, actually. Not much for overlooks or anything. Well, that's pretty much about it. It goes on like this for maybe another half a mile. It turns into sort of like really nice new built houses. You know, people with some money start to build up big houses, and some of them are very impressive, very pretty. I guess I'll take the up here's the real Kersey. Here's what it really looks like around here. I'm feeling pretty good, except for I've been tired the last few days because I made some real breakthroughs with the gym. I suspect that's part of it. I've been loading up on iodine too, to get my iodine resources up. And iodine, when I start loading up on it before the winter, I think it's good for me. I'm not recommending it. It's not a medical, recommendation or nothing. I'm no medical type of person, I'm just saying that's just what I do. I think it probably helps as a supplement. But when I use it, sometimes I think it detoxes me or something like that. So for a few days while I'm loading, I notice I get a little tired. I haven't had iodine in a while. I take a couple of drops in water and on and off throughout the week, for usually a couple of weeks, just to get it into my system. And for some reason, I get a little bit moody and I get a little tired because it loads up in the thyroid or something, and I'm not sure what it does, but I think you can get a little, like, you can detox you. Well, this is kind of this is like what I'm talking about. Some pretty stuff. Beautiful day, isn't it? So yeah, that's what I've been going through, is a combination between the new breakthroughs with the physical fitness, especially as I'm getting up there in years. I'm older. It takes longer to recover. If I have a real good workout, then it's a little bit more of a hit to my system. Gosh, man, look at that house up there. It's huge. Not that brick one, but the one behind it way back there is like crazy. There's some seriously giant houses around here. It's a good economy. I mean, you don't have to be really rich to live pretty good. You got to have a little money, but you don't have to be rich. There's some people that are not rich and they live pretty good around here. Pretty decent people overall, a lot of people will, there's always exceptions, but compared to the national average and compared to what I see, this is like what I'm talking about. This is good, isn't it? I know it's no big deal, but it's just gorgeous. I just really love this area if you can get away from that main drive, that goes right through the center of town, and it's just all flat and you really can't see anything. You get away from that and it's wow, it's breathtaking. This reminds me of the roads that old Noah Road ran down with a backpack and hitchhiking across America. I used to hitchhike across America on these old back roads through Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, all the way through, then through the Rocky Mountains and stuff. I hitchhiked up and down to California. I guess every state except for Hawaii. Went out to Delaware once. I actually thought Delaware was cute. All right, let me see if I can read some of these. I like old home. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. How you doing? My friend, she's kind of down there waiting for me. Yeah, this is the kind of how it's like around here. When you get off of that, main road that goes to the center of town, which is, it's just not um, it's not as complimentary. This is what I'm talking about. This is just gorgeous country. Yeah, you could definitely find a lot worse places to live at than this part of the USA. Pretty good. The only downfall, especially if you're living out of a backpack, is the winter. But it's not the worst winter. The Midwest, the North Midwest, like Wisconsin and Minnesota, North Dakota, that's much worse. Ah. Hey, how you doing, Solo 84? Aren't you the guy from Europe? UK? I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken. This is kind of nice. The woods. Gorgeous. I'll have to turn around here. My friend, she's going to be wondering where I am. I go off and do these little walkthroughs. Oh, cool. Nice little look over. This is what I wanted to show. Now, I'm telling you, it gets prettier if you get off of the beaten path a little bit. There's a town called Coal Hollow, and that's even way more like this. Like, way more. So this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And it just goes into the winding hills. And when you get to Coal Hollow, they actually got a lot of coal hills. Like they used to have some coal mines, and like for 40, 50 years, they just built up mountains of coal. And now there's like trees and stuff growing on what was once coal hills, just mounds and mounds of coal hills, really tall. I've seen those kind of things. This here is called Dagus Mines, that's right. So Dagus Mines, it gets more like this, but Coal Hollow, it gets even more. Like I'm coming up on Dagus Mines. After this, I'll turn around because my friend's probably gonna wondering where I'm at. I don't know if it showed up. There's like a church off in the background. It's kind of cool looking. A lot of these people, they have a slice of heaven. They don't even realize it. Gosh, everything it gets quiet. Like all of a sudden here, look at how quiet it got. Let me listen. Wow, isn't it nice? Ooh, look at that off in the distance. it just gets more and more like this. A couple of miles down the road, and the hills would be more radical, the wildlife would be more cooler, really nice, beautiful overlooks. And you got the old mines, coal mines and stuff. See, that's Dagus Mines. Pretty cool, huh? Well, I got to kind of go back and get back to where my friend's probably waiting for me. I had fun to walk through. It was a little frustrating walking through the center, the main drive in town because it's so crowded, but getting off the beaten path, boy, it sure is a joy. It's just a pleasure. And thank you, Solo84, and thank you, Chris Bandit, for keeping up and saying hi as usual. I'm grateful. Yeah, about another maybe 2 weeks, I'll probably be going back down to Du Bois, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. It's going to be definitely like a new chapter for me. Up there is a phone tower. I should be getting some pretty good reception. I'm usually pretty much at peace wherever I'm at. Wherever I'm at, there I am. Next month, I tell you, I'm getting tired of working out all the time, and one of these days I just want to have a more formal meditative practice, sort of like live in a constant state of prayer and meditation or something like that. Instead of worrying and feeling troubled about anything, I'm healthy enough to do it. I spent a lot of years. I'm not very strong, but I'm functional and I'm really healthy. I was never able to really get strong. That took a lot of years to understand that I was just not built for strength. So I had to find ways to work out, more, with lighter weights and more recovery time, and I had to lower my expectations, that's for sure. But it turned out to be a blessing because I didn't beat my body to death, and I just found out how to become functional and last a real long time. Now a lot of people are stronger than me, but their bodies are beat to death, And they might be my age and they might be able to bench press more or do a lot more weight, but gosh, they're not very healthy. You can just tell they're not real functional. And me, I'm just as light as a feather, and I'm really nice and functional. It took a lot of years to really, tinkering around and constantly putting my body in the shop to tinker around and fix it up. Playing around with supplements and diets, workouts. I guess I'll walk through here. I think I can get back over to the Boniface Church. She's supposed to wait for me at the Boniface Church. Here's a nice we'll say goodbye to Kersey, Pennsylvania from here. That was a fun walk once I got off the beaten path a little. Now this is a place, I like graveyards, people, places, and graveyards are kind of interesting to me. I mean, our whole existence is a dash between two dates. What did you do with the dash between two dates? Think about that. See what I'm saying? You got this dash between, that's a date, that's a dash, that's your life, and then here's the other date. And look at how fast it goes. One of my goals in life is to attain to a state of remarkable calm, no matter what the chaos is around me, I guess. And I just definitely hope to, I don't know, be at peace when it's my time. When the dash between my two dates runs out of road. What? Kersey, PA, Elk County. Elk County's got some pretty good people, from what I have noticed. I like it in general. There's nobody else but me doing the stealth camping thing. One of the reasons why I've been able to do it so long is because I have had a few friends that has softened the landing when things got a little tough. You know what I mean? Like I got my friend and she loves me a lot and drives me around. I can, take a break off of the road and it helps. I mean, I don't have full force 100% of the time camping, But there's times where I do camp for a straight time, 8 months, 9 months, 6, 7 months, and don't have a friend, I went about 3 years where my friend and I lost contact. This is kind of pretty, isn't it? She should be waiting for me somewhere around here. And then we're going to go back to St. Mary's. All right. It's amazing how much battery power live streaming takes. There she is. There's my faithful friend. What a blessing she's been to me. All right, well, it was a joy to talk to you both, and I guess there's 3 people watching. God bless you, any way you want to take that. At least consider that there's a spirit source of energy that underlines all things, and everything is a miracle wearing the robes of a rational explanation. With that said, in Kersey, Pennsylvania, the heart of Elk County, no road. Wishing you all well. God bless you. Thanks for keeping up. See you around, Chris and Solo 84. Good luck with that your new place. Over and out for now.